What's up, everyone? Happy Football Friday. We got a whole weekend full of preseason NFL football for you coming up starting tonight. Had a couple games last night. Recap those, and then we'll get to some news, and then we'll look at the weekend slate of preseason week one, like I mentioned. So, the first game here that we had last night of two, the Texans getting the win over the Patriots 20-9 in Foxborough. Davis Mills led the game in passing 9 of 12, 75%, 99 yards, 1 touchdown, and a fumble. Mills really looked the most comfortable of all the quarterbacks in this game. Had great command of the offense. Him and Case Keenum actually at the end, but Mills really impressed out of all 6 of the quarterbacks that played in this one. Number 2 overall pick, CJ Stroud, got the start. Didn't fare very well on his 2 drives, 2 of 4, 50%, 13 yards, and a pick on the opening drive. Lot to clean up. But the Texans' offensive line was not very good. They let up a ton of pressure in all of the quarterback space, but specifically CJ Stroud. Bailey Zappi got the start for New England. He was very efficient, but just weren't a lot of downfield throws, except one to Tyquan Thornton. He went 12 of 14, 85.7%, 79 yards on the night for Zappi. Like I mentioned, Case Keenum came in at the end of the game for Houston, 9 of 14, 64.3%, 79 yards, and 1 touchdown. And then for New England, you also had Malik Cunningham play at the end of the game, 3 of 4 passing, 75%, 19 yards, and 5 carries, 34 yards, and 1 rushing touchdown at the end of the game. Trace McSorley was the quarterback before him, did not play very well. 1 of 3, 33.3%, 4 yards for McSorley. Texans running back Mike Boone led the game in rushing, 4 carries, 25 yards, 1 reception, 7 yards. Leading the game in rushing outside of Cunningham, that is. Texans tight end Dalton Keene got a 1-yard rushing touchdown as a fullback. But I think the biggest story other than Stroud was his rookie classmate, Texans wide receiver Tank Dell. 5 catches, 65 yards, 1 touchdown on 8 targets that led the game. Excellent game for him. He had a juggling catch in the end zone. Got it controlled just before going out of bounds. Was really awesome to see Tank Dell. Super hyped for him. There's some competition there for him to get up the depth chart, but great start last night. You also had Texans wide receiver Alex Bachman catching a touchdown as well. And defensively, I think I'm going to go on the Texans side, and I'm going to go defensive tackle Kurt Hinish. 2 tackles, both of them solos, 1 sack, 2 tackles for loss, and 1 QB hit. The Texans -3, they covered under 37 easily. The other game last night, Seahawks beating the Vikings 24-13 in Seattle. Drew Lock got the start for Seattle. Excellent game for Drew Lock. 17 of 24, 70.8%, 191 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 3 carries for 14 yards. Nick Mullins got the start for the Vikings. Also pretty good. 14 of 20, 70%, 139 yards, 1 touchdown. And then the 2 rookies got some fourth quarter reps. Quarterback Holton Ahlers for Seattle. He was electric. 4 of 4 passing, 43 yards and a touchdown. 6 carries, 26 yards. Excellent rookie debut for Ahlers. Jaron Hall was not quite the same as Jimmy texted me about him. Wasn't very impressed. Neither was I. 6 of 14, 42.9%, 37 yards. Biggest issue with Hall, The offensive line also was not helping him at all. Seattle's defense at the end was just teeing off at the snap and pass rush. So that didn't help Hall, but he also wasn't able to find throwing windows and get the ball into those windows there. One bright spot, though, for the Vikings, running back Ty Chandler had an excellent game, 11 carries, 41 yards, 4 receptions, 29 yards. So pretty solidly putting himself in the RB2 slot behind new starter Alexander Madison. A good night for Ty Chandler. Not a great night for my fantasy, my DraftKings lineup, because rookie 7th rounder Dwayne McBride did not get much run, 6 carries, 15 yards. I don't think he caught a pass. Vikings wide receiver Jalen Reagor tied for the lead in receiving yards in this one. 4 catches, 55 yards on 4 targets. The guy he was tied with was Seahawks rookie undrafted free agent wide receiver Jake Bobo. 3 catches, 55 yards, a touchdown on 3 targets. He was one of the guys I highlighted. Very excited to see him in this one and see him score. You also had Matt Landers, Aesop Winston Jr. scoring touchdowns for Seattle. Nick Muse catching the lone touchdown from Nick Mullins. And defensively, I got to go with my guy. A guy that I said, well, there's 2 guys, actually. There's two defense player of the game. First guy is Levi Bell, linebacker Levi Bell for the Seahawks. The USFL standout with the Michigan Panthers, 3 tackles, all of them solos, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss, 3 QB hits. And then the other guy is a guy I mentioned right at the end of this game preview on Tuesday. Linebacker Luigi Villain for the Vikings, 3 tackles, 2 solos, 1 sack, 3 QB hits. Love my guy Luigi. Hopefully he can keep making plays and make this Vikings team here. The Seahawks minus 3.5 they covered. I stupidly took Vikings minus a half live, and that was not even close. The total pushed at 37. So news-wise, the XFL news, we had a trade go down this week. The Sea Dragons got linebacker Silas Kelly from the Battlehawks for tight end Charlie Taumapo and the rights to defensive lineman Christian Mejia. So I like Kelly a lot better than I do Taumapo. Kelly, excellent linebacker, and should do well there in Seattle. USFL news, the Maulers, they re-signed some key guys, corner Keith Gibson, running back Madre London, defensive tackle Will Miles, and defensive end Nasir Player to solidify that Mauler defense once again and try to get them back to the USFL championship game for the 2nd straight year in 2024. College football news, Iowa State is in a world of trouble again. 4 more starters charged with in the gambling investigation, including tight end Deshaun Hanika and running back Jirel Brock, their leading rusher from last season. So it is not going well for the Cyclones. Matt Campbell has a lot to work through, possibly starters losing their eligibility permanently, depending on what the NCAA finds. And that's not great. You're starting tight end, running back, and quarterback already indicted on these charges. And, we'll see how many other players get charged here. And I found an interesting nugget on Twitter today. The Pac-12 reportedly had an offer of $30 million per school in the fall of 2022 from ESPN for their broadcasting deal. But the presidents were greedy, and they wanted $50 million per school. So ESPN said, "Okay, bye," as they should. So yeah, this was probably the first stepping stone to what we have now with the Pac-4. Pac-4, yeah. There's only 4 teams left in the Pac-12 for the 2024 season. So who knows? What could have been? The Pac-12 could have probably stayed together had they accepted this deal, but the presidents were greedy, as are a lot of upper level management business people. So just how it is. NFL news. We got some clarity finally after 2 years in the Henry Ruggs ordeal. Former Raiders wide receiver Henry Ruggs sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison for the fatal DUI crash that killed a woman and her dog in 2021. I echo the sentiments of almost everyone on X. Not even close. Not even close to enough years. He's going to get out when he's somewhere in his 30s. So he'll have a whole life to live after that. And yeah, it's very frustrating to see the legal system come to this. And the fact that he wasn't able to be charged with murder or manslaughter is kind of depressing, but it's done, and you can't be charged for the same crime twice. So, yeah, Henry Ruggs, 3 to 10 years in prison, and that's where it stands. On to better news here. The PUP list, the Ravens, they activated wide receiver Rashad Bateman. So the Ravens now have full complement of receivers once again, with OBJ, Zay Flowers, and co. Injuries. The Cardinals running back Marlon Mack, he tore his Achilles. He is out for the season. Literally just signed a couple days ago. So sad to see that from Marlon Mack, but hopefully it's a good recovery and he comes back in 2024. One release, the Saints, they released wide receiver Kiki QT. An extension, the Lions, they signed wide receiver Khalif Raymond to a 2-year extension. One of the better returners in the league, and also had the second most yards on the team, 616 receiving yards last year for Detroit. So good to keep him in the Lions organization there. Free agent signings, the Colts, they signed Steelers running back Jason Huntley and Giants tight end Ricky Seals-Jones. So some depth there, especially Huntley with JT not in the facility and Moss out with the broken arm. So good to see that there. The Lions, they signed Steelers running back Benny Snell, getting some depth at running back. Also doing some depth at running back are the Raiders. They signed Falcons running back Damian Williams. And the Saints, the corresponding move to the QT release, they signed linebacker Jalen Smith there. So he is back on a team. One workout to note, the Ravens, they worked out Browns defensive end Jadeveon Clowney. So possibly Clowney could be back in the AFC North. And Ravens need it. They need the pass rush help. So XFL to NFL guys here. The Jets, they worked out Sea Dragons linebacker Jordan Evans. 49ers, they worked out Battlehawks running back Brian Hill. Panthers worked out Renegades kicker Taylor Russolino. Cardinals working out Roughnecks running back Max Borghi. Seahawks worked out Sea Dragons defensive back Elijah Griffin. And the Bills worked out Battlehawks defensive back Nate Meters. The USFL, they had some signings. The Cardinals, they signed Panthers running back Stevie Scott. 49ers, the rich get richer. They signed Panthers defensive end Braylon Speaks. All that he did was be the leading sacker in the league. I think he had 8.5, 9.5 sacks or something like that this year in the 10 games that the Panthers played. So, just adding another defensive end, why not in San Francisco, right? The Texans, they worked out Showboat's wide receiver Derek Dillon, the reigning special teams player of the year in the USFL. Raiders worked out Panthers running back Reggie Corbin. And the Eagles worked out Mauler's defensive tackle Olive Sagapolu. Again, Rich getting richer, possibly if he signs. Eagles would be getting another excellent defensive tackle to add to their already elite tackle staff there. All right, let's talk about preseason week one here. First game tonight, the Steelers, 3-point favorites at the Bucks. For Pittsburgh, they're going to start their starters. Looking forward to see what Kenny Pickett's got. I absolutely think Kenny Pickett's going to take a massive step in year 2. And along with his fellow draft mate, George Pickens, elevating and Allen Robinson coming in to be the third wide receiver, I think this offense is going to take off. They got some reinforcements on the offensive line this offseason. Isaac Seumalo at left guard. Nate Herbig they signed as well. And James Daniels. They also drafted Broderick Jones. So I'm super hyped to see the first round pick there. Darnell Washington. Hopefully we get to see him tonight as well. And on defense, a bunch of guys I'm interested to see. Rookies Keanu Benton, slotted as the starting nose tackle. Also, how the linebackers look. Cole Holcomb and Landon Roberts signed. Quan Alexander just signed as well. But the new inside linebacking core. Marcus Golden, Nick Herbig. Golden, a free agent this offseason. And Herbig, a draft pick. So really hyped to see those two. And then, of course, Joey Porter Jr., the second-round pick at corner. Hyped to see him as well. No special teams. Oh, Calvin Austin III on special teams. Hopefully he gets a good shot at a return tonight, as he is the leader for both of those jobs. For Tampa, obviously it's the quarterback situation. Baker Mayfield gets the start tonight. We'll see Kyle Trask as well. Let's see how they do against a pretty good defense. Especially Baker getting the start against the Steelers starters on D. Interested to watch Chase Edmonds for Tampa, and also the undrafted guy Sean Tucker out of Syracuse. Really excited to watch him. Had an excellent career with the Orange. Rookie wide receiver Trey Palmer. He was one of my draft steals. Ended up going way later than I thought. Drafted in the 6th round, but I had him in the 3rd. So that should be a guy to watch, as well as new starter Cade Otton. I love Cade Otton. So, and then the revamped offensive line: Luke Gadecki at right tackle, Cody Malk at right guard, and then Matt Filer at left guard. Those are guys to watch on the O line. Defensively, the first round rookie Kalijah Cansey at defensive end in the 3-4 base. See how he looks. And other than that, you got Yaya Diaby. Jose Ramirez, I loved him at Eastern Michigan. So I'll be watching for him. And I don't think much in the secondary. Looking forward to the kicker battle in this one for Tampa. Of note, Chase McLaughlin and Rodrigo Blankenship. Hopefully, Rodrigo can have a good night tonight and win that battle there. The total is 40. I am going to go with the under 40 in this one. This one is at 7 p.m. and you'll have to get NFL Plus to watch it like I did. The next game up here is the Packers at the Bengals. Packers 4-point favorites. Interesting. Most of the games have the road team as the favorite in week one, which is kind of weird. But Packers 4-point favorites here. And of course, Jordan Love, all three quarterbacks, I think, for Green Bay, I'm really interested to watch. Love obviously needs to have a good night to get his preseason off. And the rookie Sean Clifford fighting USFL MVP Alex Magoo, two-time USFL champion Alex Magoo, for that backup quarterback spot, being the only two left behind Love now that Etling is gone. So, yeah, really hyped to watch the quarterback battle there. Wide receiver-wise, you got the rookie Jaden Reed, Dontavian Wicks, and Grant DuBose, all three rookies there. And tight end, you got the two rookies there as well, Luke Musgrave, Tucker Kraft. Super hyped for Musgrave. Just took him in my my best ball draft on DraftKings. So hopefully he gets off to a good start. Defensively for Green Bay, looking to see how Rashawn Gary looks if he is playing. Not sure if he is or not. But you got Lucas Van Ness there as well. See how the rookie looks in this one. Carl Brooks, rookie out of Bowling Green. And in the secondary, I don't really see anything worth mentioning. And of course, a kicker, Anders Carlson, the rookie kicker out of Auburn. And he got a punting dispute as well for Green Bay. Pat O'Donnell, Daniel Whelan, the DC defender. So hopefully Whelan can boom some and win that job for the Packers. On the other side for Green Bay, we know Joe Burrow is not going to start, so Trevor Siemian is going to be the guy in this one. Looking to, I don't think he really has to solidify that backup quarterback job. Bengals fans would like to see him play well, though, of course. Jake Browning, Reed Sinnett fighting for that third QB spot. I'm hyped to see Chase Brown. Was hoping he was going to be the starter before Mixon re-signed or redid his deal. But nonetheless, I'm really excited to watch Chase Brown in this game. The two rookie wide receivers, Charlie Jones out of Purdue, Andre Iosivas out of Princeton. I've heard Iosivas has been lighting it up in Bengals camp, so he's a massive target, 6'6". Jones, the shorter guy, 5'9-ish, 5'10", in the slot. So those two, looking to watch them. The new tight end, Irv Smith Jr., I don't know if a lot of the starters are going to play even without Burrow, but we'll see. And then, of course, if the starters do play, you got new left tackle Orlando Brown Jr. and new right tackle Jonah Williams flipping over from the left side. See how that works out. Lyle Collins as well in the fold at tackle. Really not a lot changed for this Bengals defense. The secondary, though, you're looking at safeties. New safety Nick Scott comes in free agency. Dax Hill, drafted last year. moving into the starting job. You also have rookie Jordan Battle there at safety, rookie DJ Turner at corner. And other than that, another rookie, a couple other rookies. You have Miles Murphy at defensive end and Zach Carter at defensive tackle. Those are guys, rookies you should watch out for. And you also have a punting battle for Cincinnati. Drew Chrisman, the incumbent, battling rookie Brad Robbins, drafted out of Michigan. So we'll see how that one goes. The Packers, I mentioned, are 4-point favorites on the road. Total is 35. Again, preseason, kind of like in the unders. 7 p.m. NFL Network. That is the one of the first of the two games we have on NFL Network tonight. Next game here, the Falcons at the Dolphins. And Atlanta, 1.5-point favorites on the road here. Of course, Desmond Ridder getting the start tonight going into his first year as the full first year as the starter. Definitely want to see how he plays. Rookie Bijan Robinson, drafted highly, 8th overall, I believe it was, and see how that works out. And see how the rest of this receiving core works out. We know they have Drake London, know they have Kyle Pitts, but there's not a lot other than that. Matt Collins, Scott Miller, the two slated to start beside London on the outside. You also have guys like Kadero Hodge, Frank Darby, Penny Hart, Josh Ali, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, and Keelan Harris, Xavier Malone, Slade Bolden, Matthew Sexton, all in the mix, and all not the greatest. But, yeah, the other wide receivers is how I'll put that. We're looking to see how they play. Jonnu Smith, new backup tight end. See how he plays in reunited with Arthur Smith like he was in Tennessee. The offensive line, not really seeing anything of note there. Defensively, I don't think Calais Campbell will play, being an older veteran, but maybe. We'll see. But they do have a new nose tackle, David Onyemata, coming in from New Orleans. See how he plays. You also have Lorenzo Carter, Caden Ellis, new player as well. Bud Dupree. Falcons got to find their pass rush. They're hoping Bud Dupree and Lorenzo Carter, that pairing can work there. Kamoko Ture, a new outside linebacker for them as well. And in the secondary, Jeff Okudah probably not going to play as he was banged up recently. But new safety Jesse Bates, really looking to see him. Mike Hughes as well, former first-round pick of the Vikings. We'll see how he plays. Clark Phillips on this roster as well, the rookie out of Utah. And for the special teams for Atlanta, we'll be looking to see who takes the punt return role. Cordell Patterson going to be the kick returner after Avery Williams went down with torn ACL in the offseason. But we'll see how the other guys work out and who can win that punt return job there. For Miami, not sure if Tua's going to play. I don't think he will, but Mike White, Skylar Thompson, those will be the other guys if Tua does play. If not, White, Thompson, the rest of the way. The rookie running back, Devon Achane. I know Logan loves him, but we'll see how he does in his first action. Wide receiver-wise, Braxton Berrios comes in, Robbie Chosen as well. And tight end. Tight end is interesting. They really don't have a guy. Durham Smythe, Tyler Croft, the main two there. Offensive line, not much to watch there. Defensively, it's pretty solid. David Long, David Long Jr. See how he plays in his first year in Miami, first preseason game with the Dolphins, coming over from the Titans. And also, we want to see how Eli Apple plays. Eli Apple, Kader Kohu, Cam Smith, the rookie. All three of those guys fighting for that other outside corner spot opposite of Xavier Howard with the Jalen Ramsey injury. So, yeah, that's Zach Seiler as well, and Bradley Chubb. Not a lot of stuff on defense for the Dolphins I'm watching. It's more the offensive guys. But I think the Falcons are definitely the more intriguing team in this game. 1.5-point favorites there on the road. Total is 37 for this one. I have the under in this game. Just think it's going to be tough game. Dolphins defense is pretty good, and without Tua playing, it's the Dolphins offense isn't going to score many points. I can say that. And this one is also at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. Let's head on to the Giants at the Lions. Giants 1.5-point favorites, just like the Falcons were on the road. And for New York, not a lot to talk about at the quarterback position. Daniel Jones, Tyrod Taylor, Tommy DeVito also in the mix there. Running back, though, excited to watch Eric Gray, rookie out of Oklahoma. Should get a lot of run. And then, of course, the receivers for New York. Not really a number one guy, but you have rookie Jalen Hyatt. You got guys like Paris Campbell, who's a new to the team. Wan'Dale Robinson, injured last year. Cole Beasley, a new guy. Jamison Crowder, a new guy. So they have a bunch of spots open, I think, on the depth chart. But we'll see how that works out. New tight end Darren Waller in this game as well. The offensive line, you got new guard Ben Bredesen. Or not new guard, never mind. Or yeah, never mind. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong guy. Yeah, new guard Ben Bredesen coming in from the Ravens. Actually, he was traded in 2021, so never mind. But there is a new center. John Michael Schmitz, the rookie. Interested to watch how he plays at the pivot there in his first action. Defensively, there's really not a lot to talk about. Darian Beavers is slated to be the other inside backer, sixth rounder last year out of Cincinnati, beside newcomer Bobby Okereke. So the inside linebackers for the Giants of note in this one. And, of course, they need to get their outside pass rush going. Kayvon Thibodeau, Azeez Ojulari, O'Shane Zimenez, Jihad Ward. And in the secondary, rookie Deonte Banks. We'll see how he plays. Cordell Flott, a draft pick last year as well. And new safety Bobby McCain as well. Jamie Gillen, the new punter, I believe. Oh, nope. Played last year for New York. Never mind. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for in the Giants wise. For the Lions, it's the rookies, of course. Jahmyr Gibbs, rookie running back there. Interested to watch Jameson Williams as well in this game because he can. I believe he's allowed to play in the preseason. It's just not in the regular season. He can't. But yeah, they got some quarterbacks. Teddy Bridgewater, Nate Sudfeld as well. Hendon Hooker obviously not going to play. Still recovering from that knee injury in college. David Montgomery, new running back there. Interested to watch him. And then new wide receiver Denzel Mims also in the mix there. Tight end Sam Laporta, the rookie out of Iowa. Super hyped for him in this one. And nothing to talk about offensive line wise in my mind. Graham Glasgow, we'll see him at some point, as well as Jermaine Ifedi. Defensively, this is where the increase has to happen this year. That's why they got some of the guys that they did. Rookie linebacker Jack Campbell, Alex Anzalone slotting into that middle linebacker spot this season. But the linebackers have a lot of competition with those two, Derek Barnes, Jalen Reeves-Maybin, Malcolm Rodriguez, and James Houston as well. You got rookie Broderick Martin at defensive tackle. Isaiah Buggs signed this offseason. Cam Sutton signed this offseason. CJ Gardner-Johnson. Brian Branch, the rookie, Emmanuel Mosley signed this offseason as well. So the secondary is a lot of new faces, and we'll see how they play against the Giants receivers. That's the thing. It's really not a test with the Giants not having the greatest talent at wide receiver. But nonetheless, it is a game, though, so definitely want to watch that. And then there's kicking battle in Detroit. Riley Patterson traded from the Jags. John Parker Romo, the San Antonio Brahmas kicker. That is your kicking battle for the Lions there. The total in this one, 35. I believe both teams are going to play their starters for a little bit. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one goes over. It's kind of an in-between game for me, though. So I don't really I would not play it if I was giving advice here for that game. Also at 7 p.m. Let's head on to the Commanders at the Browns. 1-0 Cleveland Browns here. 3-point favorites at home. First home favorite we've had on the list. For the Commanders, obviously it's the quarterback. How does Sam Howell look after having a whole offseason as the starting guy? How does Jacoby Brissett look? And can Jacoby Brissett possibly steal this job in Washington from Howell? They are also going to have Jake Fromm at quarterback there. Running back wise, not really seeing anything. Wide receivers, Jahan Dotson in year 2 had an excellent rookie season, even with middling quarterback play. Hyped to watch him. Newcomer Byron Pringle over from the Chiefs. See how he plays. They also have undrafted rookie wide receiver Mitchell Tinsley out of Western Kentucky, or not out of Western, out of Penn State. He went from Western Kentucky to Penn State. So give me my Nittany Lion guy there. And on the offensive line, new right tackle Andrew Wiley and center Nick Gates as well. So see how those two play. Sam Cosmi slots in at right guard. Sadiq Charles at left guard. Charles Leno, the returning left tackle. Defense, how does Chase Young look? It's a big year for him. Contract year, first round, 5th-year option declined. So he's got to have a big year to stay in Washington past 2023. And new middle linebacker Cody Barton, also of note. First round corner Emmanuel Forbes. We'll see if he plays. It has a little questionable mark there on ESPN's depth chart, so not sure if he will get any run in this one or not. Rookie defensive end KJ Henry, hyped to watch him play. He was one of my my mid-round sleepers there. And other than that, Jartavius Martin, the safety out of Illinois. Tariq Castro Fields, also of note in the Washington secondary, 6th rounder last year for the Commanders. Kicking battle and punting battle now in this one. I think it's more just a kicking battle, but Michael Badgley, Joey Sly going to fight for that place kicker spot. Tress Way, Colby Wadman just signed from the USFL's Birmingham Stallions, 2-time USFL champ. We'll see if there is a decision on either of those two kicking spots at the end of this one. For Cleveland, I would assume they're going to play their starters. Deshaun Watson needs the run because he did not look great last year. So definitely looking for Deshaun Watson to Amari Cooper and Deshaun Watson to new wideout Elijah Moore as well. Josh Dobbs, Kellen Mond, and the man from the Hall of Fame game, DTR, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, had an excellent game last week. We'll see if he can compound that performance with this one and play well once again. Demetric Felton got a lot of carries last week. See if he has another good game. The rookie Cedric Tillman and second-year guy David Bell, newcomer Marquise Goodwin as well. Looking to see all those guys. Austin Watkins, the former UAB Blazer and USFL play Birmingham Stallions play wide receiver as well. Had a touchdown last week. See if he can build on that momentum. DeJuan Jones, the rookie right tackle. Watching him once again in this game. And defensively, looking at the DTs, Shelby Harris, Tommy Togiai, Siaki Ika, Tristan Hill, all 4 of those guys I'm excited to watch. Isaiah McGuire, the rookie out of Mizzou. Looks like Alex Wright isn't going to play as he is injured currently. Him and Isaiah Thomas both injured. And the secondary, Juan Thornhill, safety. See how he plays. Rodney McLeod as well. And rookie safety Bubba Bolden had a pick last week. So hopefully he can continue his momentum. And that is what I'm looking for the Cleveland Browns in that one. Cleveland, like I said, 3-point favorites. Total is 38.5. I kind of like the over in that game. Even though 2 decent defenses, I don't know. I just have a feeling that that Howell is going to play well. And, of course, if Watson plays, probably the over is going to hit in that one. All right, let's head on to that one's at 7:30 tonight, by the way. The next game tonight, the nightcap, actually, the last game of tonight, the Broncos at the Cardinals. Broncos 6-point favorites in preseason. That's crazy. But the Cardinals suck. So we will definitely see Russell Wilson and the starters, I believe Sean Payton said. So we'll see how the new offense looks with him Jarrett Stidham, Ben DiNucci, the Seattle Sea Dragons quarterback there, the XFL. See how it looks. Samaje Perine comes in. Tony Jones Jr. as well was in New Orleans with Peyton. And rookie wide receiver Marvin Mims getting a bump up with the Tim Patrick injury. Excited to watch him. Also excited to watch new tight end Adam Trotman. Greg Dulcich, of course. Always love to watch Greg Dulcich. And offensive line-wise, you got the two new guys. Ben Powers at left guard, Mike McGlinchey right tackle. Questionable for him, so may not play. Cam Fleming also at tackle there. Could be a point to watch. Defensively, a bunch of guys. New defensive end, Frank Clark. You got DJ Jones, Zach Allen as well. PJ Mustipher out of Penn State. Linebackers, Baron Browning is out. So Nick Benito has a good opportunity. The rookie Drew Sanders at inside linebacker is super hyped to watch him. And in the secondary, you got rookie Riley Moss. And see who can lock up that other spot out opposite of Pat Surtain. Is it Damari Mathis, Moss, Kayvon Williams? You got Fabian Moreau as well. And the rookie JL Skinner at safety there. Super hyped for that one. Kicker battle in this one, Brett Maher and Elliott Fry. Those two will go at it in this game. For Arizona, obviously no Kyler Murray, so we're going to see Colt McCoy, Clayton Tune, the rookie out of Houston, and David Blau. I'm really looking forward to watching year 2 of Keontae Ingram, second-year guy, USC. We'll see what he has for us in this one. And then Michael Wilson. I think he can have a role in this offense in his rookie year out of Stanford. Big body guy on a offense where they really don't have a lot of big bodies. Marquise Brown, Rondale Moore, diminutive statures there. Not going to see Zach Ertz, so we'll see how Trey McBride looks in his second season. Offensive line-wise, Hjalte Froholt. I know the center is a big sticking point, training camp battle for the Cardinals. So Hjalte Froholt, Pat Elflein, John Gaines, the rookie out of UCLA, all three of those in the mix. Of course, the first-rounder, Paris Johnson Jr. at right tackle. We'll be watching him. His backup, Kelvin Beachum, as well. Defensively, this is where a lot has to happen for Arizona. Myjai Sanders, the rookie out of Cincinnati, or the second-year guy out of Cincinnati, I should say. Another second-year guy, Cam Thomas, picked just one round apart. Second rounder for Myjai, two third-rounders, I should say, last year for those two. Interesting, Jonathan Ledbetter is slated as the right defensive end starter. I would like to see LJ Collier, former first rounder with the Seahawks, get a crack at that. You have new linebackers in Kaiser White, BJ Ojulari, Owen Papo out of Auburn. And I don't know why. Dennis Gardeck should be playing defensive end. He's not a linebacker, so that's a little iffy on this new 4-3 defense that they're running in Arizona with Jonathan Gannon at the helm. The corners are the biggest issue here with Arizona. Rashad Fenton, Marco Wilson listed as the starters, but you also have Antonio Hamilton, Chris Boyd, the rookie Keitrell Clark, sixth rounder out of Louisville there. And then Isaiah Simmons listed as a corner. So that is intriguing to say the least. Punter battle here: Nolan Cooney and Matt Hawk is the punter battle. I have no clue who Nolan Cooney is. Out of Syracuse, he is a first-year player. Cool. Never heard of you, sir. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a struggle for Arizona in this game. It's just, does the offense for the Denver really take advantage of it? Maybe they will. I'm not so sure. 6 is a lot in a preseason game for the spread, so maybe go Broncos minus whatever first half. I think their first half spread should be pretty good line. And the total, I'm going under 37. I don't think the Broncos score that many. And also Arizona, I just don't like their offense there. So under in my mind. And the Broncos defense as well should stop them pretty nicely. This one's 10 p.m. on NFL Network. Let's go to tomorrow. We have a full slate, a quadruple header on Saturday. Starting off with the Colts at the Bills. Colts, Anthony Richardson, number 4 overall pick, is going to get the start for Indy. And we will see how he looks. It'll be interesting to watch. I didn't think he was ready to start at all this year based off what I saw with him at Florida, but apparently he's looked pretty good. So Richardson, we'll see him, Minshew, Sam Ehlinger as well. The running back situation is going to be a big thing in this one for Indy. Deion Jackson, I believe, will be the starter. Rookie Evan Hall out of Northwestern should play a big role in this game as well. Isaiah McKenzie, new wide receiver. Rookie Josh Downs out of UNC. Those are 2 wideouts to watch. You also have new guys, Brashad Perriman, Amari Rogers as well. Kylan Granson listed as the starting tight end on ESPN. So who knows? We'll see if he gets to start there. Offensive line wise, I don't think there's really much to talk about. In that instance, you have Blake Freeland, the rookie out of BYU, 4th rounder. We'll see if he can push for a starting spot anywhere along that line. Defensively for the Colts, Juju Brents is a rookie out of K-State that should be under the microscope in this one. I like my guy Samson Abukum coming over in free agency. Al-Qadim Muhammad re-signed. And yeah, not a lot else I see that I'm looking for. Oh, the rookie JoJo Doman, linebacker out of Nebraska. Watch that one. And not a kicker battle in Indy. Matt Gay has it locked up. Lucas Haversick also on the roster, though. We'll see if McKenzie versus Josh Downs at the punt return spot. See which one can have a good day there. For Buffalo, I don't believe the starters are playing. So we should see a lot of Kyle Allen, Matt Barkley for the Bills. Damian Harris, newcomer, Latavius Murray as well in the backfield. We'll see how they play. And we got some young wide receivers fighting for spots. Deontay Hardy, Trent Sherfield, Justin Shorter, Keyshawn Johnson, Marcel Aitman, Andy Isabella, all in the mix for the last 2 or 3 spots on the roster at wideout. Excited to watch the rookie Dalton Kincaid out of Utah, first rounder there. Tight end Jay Sternberger as well for Buffalo, coming in from Birmingham Stallions, the USFL. Offensive line-wise, Connor McGovern slides in at left guard. Ryan Bates at right guard. Osiris Torrance, the rookie out of Florida. Really hyped to watch him in this game. And defensively, probably not going to see Von Miller still out. But A.J. Epinesa in his second year. You also got Poona Ford coming over from Seattle. And linebacker-wise, see how new middle linebacker Tyrell Dotson does on defense. You have the rookie Dorian Williams out of Tulane. Also, A.J. Klein there, too. Terrell Bernard, a former draft pick as well. Balin Spector sitting there also fighting for a spot. So a lot of linebacker work. And in the secondary, it's who can be the guy opposite of Tre'Davious White. Is it former first-rounder Kyer Elam, Teron Johnson, Dane Jackson, Cam Lewis, Christian Benford, a former draft pick as well. New safety Taylor Rapp. We'll see how he plays coming over from the Rams. And, of course, Damar Hamlin. Excited to watch him get back on the football field tonight or tomorrow. So the Colts 3.5-point favorites on the road there. Total is 38. I like the under in that one. I don't trust the Colts offense right now. And with the starters not, with Josh Allen at least not playing in that game, I don't think the Bills offense is going to score enough to warrant the over, especially because that is the highest total that we have other than the Steelers Bucks tonight, and the Commanders Browns at 38.5, third highest total of the weekend for preseason week 1. So I'm rolling with the under. 1 p.m. tomorrow. Next game tomorrow, Titans at the Bears. Bears 3.5-point favorites at home. I'm not sure if the starters are playing for Tennessee. But regardless, we will see how second-year Malik Willis looks and rookie Will Levis. Rookie Tajay Spears at running back. Super hyped to watch him out of Tulane. DeAndre Hopkins, if the starters do play. Definitely want to look at him and his connection with Ryan Tannehill. You also have a first-year guy, Reggie Roberson, out of SMU in the mix at wide receiver. Josh Wiley, the Cincinnati tight end rookie, 5th rounder. See how he plays. New left tackle Andre Dillard, rookie left guard Peter Skoronski, and you got new right guard Daniel Brunskill as well. So a lot of new offensive linemen in the mix. Chris Hubbard at tackle, rookie Jalen Duncan as well. So definitely want to see how the offensive line looks against the Bears pass rush that really is not that great, even now that they did sign Yannick Ngakoue. Defensively, of course, not seeing much on the defensive line to look at, but linebacker wise, you have Arden Key in on a new team here. See if he plays. My guy Chance Campbell out of Ole Miss. And then Caleb Murphy is a guy that I am really excited to watch. That's not Caleb Murphy. I believe the Caleb Murphy that they have on their roster is the Caleb Murphy out of Ferris State. So that should be a guy to watch there. Defensively, Sean Murphy Bunting, new corner for the Titans. And other than that, in the secondary, I don't think there's a lot to look at. And the kicker battle in this one, Caleb Shudak, Trey Wolf, that's your kicker battle for the Titans. We'll see which guy has better night. For Chicago, I think they're going to start all their players. Definitely want to see what Justin Fields looks like in year 3 here. Got to take a step if the Bears want to contend. Also, after him, we'll see PJ Walker, Nathan Peterman, possibly even rookie Tyson Bagent out of Shepherd, as our guy Mark loves to see him in the league. Running backs, want to see how the Khalil Herbert, Deontay Foreman tandem looks. Rookie Rashawn Johnson, super hyped to watch him, hoping he can take the lead in that backfield. Rookie out of Texas there. They also have Travis Homer, who they signed from Seattle. Of course, the Fields to DJ Moore connection is one to watch. And they also have the rookie Tyler Scott out of Cincinnati. Big 5'11", 185 frame there. You got second-year guy Velus Jones Jr. in the mix at wideout. Robert Tonyan, Mercedes Lewis, 2 former Packers coming in to Green Bay. Want to see how they do, especially Lewis at age 39. Kari Blasingame, the new fullback in Chicago. The right side of this offensive line got some upgrades. Nate Davis at right guard from Tennessee. Right tackle, rookie Darnell Wright. Definitely want to watch how he plays. You also got Lucas Patrick in there, Jatiri Carter, Alex Leatherwood as well. On defense, like I said, Yannick Ngakoue, he's got to be the guy to get this pass rush going. They also have DeMarcus Walker, Andrew Billings, Justin Jones. They got the rookie out of South Carolina, Zach Pickens, who they drafted in the 3rd round this year. And Jervon Dexter is beside him as well. The linebackers, of course, the big money, Tremaine Edmonds, TJ Edwards, and our Badger there, Jack Sanborn, 2nd season out of Wisconsin. You also have the rookie Noah Sewell out of Oregon, a 5th rounder, and DeMarquise Gates, who signed last year from the USFL. In the secondary, it's rookie Tyreek Stevenson out of Miami. He's going to have to prove a lot to stay in the starting lineup, but a lot of other guys, former draft picks and younger guys in the secondary fighting for jobs there. Nothing to talk about on the special teams front for Chicago. So, yeah, this should be a good game. I think the Bears win this one with their starters playing. Tennessee's probably not. And I would probably look at the first half total, spread for Chicago. Total is 37.5 in that one. I'm not sure. That's a tough line. I would probably lean under. I don't like the backups, the backups at quarterback for either team really. Especially Tennessee. I think they're going to struggle with Willis and Levis. So give me the under in that one, but it's not a confident under. Next game is the Jets, the 0-1 Jets at the Panthers. This game has so many storylines, and I'm hyped for this one. Panthers 3.5-point favorites at home. I I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to play in this one or not. We will definitely see Zach Wilson and Tim Boyle. Should see a lot of Zonovan Knight and my guy Israel Abanikanda once again. Wide receiver wise, of course, Jason Brownlee is continuing to have a good camp. Malik Taylor had a great game last week, leading the game and receiving on his long catch from Wilson. Tight end wise, Jeremy Ruckert, Kenny Yeboah got in on some catches last week. Mekhi Becton, definitely want to keep watching him. The rookie Joe Tittman at center didn't have a great game last week, but we'll see if he improves this week. Carter Warren, the rookie out of Pitt, at tackle as well. And then defensively, going to continue to watch some of these guys that had good weeks last week. Rookie Will McDonald. The newcomer, Pita Tamapenu from the Vipers. Chad Surratt had a great week at the Hall of Fame game. Hopefully he can continue that in this one, just not getting another interception like he did last week, hopefully. And then on the back end for New York, Michael Carter, Ashton Davis, Trey Dean had a good game last week as well. So those are guys to watch there. And for Carolina, of course, it's going to be Bryce Young. I am ultra excited to watch his rookie debut. I forgot to mention the Bears-Titans. That's 1 p.m. NFL Network there. This one's also on NFL Network. But, yeah, Bryce Young, the starters are going to get work. Miles Sanders isn't going to play, so it should be Chuba Hubbard getting the start at running back. But Adam Thielen, TJ Chark, the rookie Jonathan Mingo, really excited to watch all three of those guys. Third-year guy Terrace Marshall, and new tight end Hayden Hurst as well. All those guys, super excited to watch. Nothing with the offensive line I'm really looking at currently. Defensively, got Shy Tuttle at the nose, breaking in this new 3-4 defense. Of course, it's the opposite of Brian Burns. So Justin Houston, see if he plays or not. Marquise Haynes, Yatorgros Matos, the rookie DJ Johnson. And yeah, really, really excited to watch those guys. Kamu Grugier Hill, Bumper Pool at inside linebacker also. Frankie Louvu, Deion Jones. They're looking for a guy to start opposite besides Shaq Thompson there. And then the new safety, Xavier Woods, Von Bell. Nothing really to look at corner. Jamie Robinson, the rookie out of Florida State as well. Not a kicker battle. Eddie Pinheiro has this thing locked up, but Matthew Wright also in camp. So this game is really about Bryce Young mostly, but some other guys to watch there as well. Total is 37, and I'm going to go with the under 37 in that one. 4 p.m. NFL Network tomorrow. The next game here, the Jags at the Cowboys. Jags getting 4 points on the road, probably signifying the Cowboys are not going to play their starters, but who knows? The Jags, I don't think, are going to play their guys either, but C.J. Beathard and Nathan Rourke are going to be the other two quarterbacks if Lawrence does play. The rookie Tank Bigsby, really looking forward to seeing him. Dearness Johnson as well at running back. Calvin Ridley, if the starters do play, he's one to watch for sure. Parker Washington, the rookie out of Penn State, definitely want to watch him in the slot. His former teammate and current teammate, Brenton Strange, also a Penn Stater. definitely want to watch him at tight end. And how does the offensive line set up? Walker Little is the guy slated to be the left tackle, with Cam Robinson going to be suspended at the start of the year. They also have rookie Anton Harrison at right tackle. So the tackles are going to be paramount to watch in this game for Jacksonville. Defensively, looking at the Ventrell Miller, he's a second-year guy. Or no, rookie. Yeah, rookie. At linebacker, we'll see if he plays. He's got a questionable marker beside him. In the secondary, looking at Darius Williams, not a lot changed. Rookie Antonio Johnson, safety out of Texas A&M. That's a guy to watch in this one. And yeah, I don't think there's really a lot to watch for Jacksonville. But Dallas, if Dak gets off the field or if he doesn't play, Cooper Rush, Will Grier, those will be the two guys at quarterback for Dallas. Definitely want to see Tony Pollard, all the running backs, Malik Davis, Ronald Jones, and the rookie Deuce Vaughn out of Kansas State. Hyped to watch him in this game. The seventh rounder out of South Carolina, Jalen Brooks at wide receiver. Simi Fehoko, a draft pick 2 years ago out of Stanford. Jalen Moreno Cropper, loved him at Fresno State, undrafted free agent. Hopefully he has a good game there. And the rookie tight end, Luke Schoonmaker, see if he can push his way up the depth chart there. Offensive line-wise, backup Chuma Edoga at tackle. Matt Waletzko at tackle as well. No Zach Martin, so we'll see how the other guards play. Rookie Asim Richards out of North Carolina in the 5th round this year. He could have a big say in who plays if Martin sits out games. Defensively, there's not much to talk about in the starting lineup. Damone Clark listed as the Damone Clark, Jabril Cox, the two linebackers listed beside Leighton Vander Esch. I like my guy Malik Jefferson, though, out of Texas. He's been in the league for a little bit since 2018, but could have an impact in this game. DeMarvion Overshone, another Texas Longhorn. Absolutely. He should be lights out in this game, even as a rookie. I loved DeMarvion Overshone coming into this draft. You got the rookie Mozzie Smith out of Michigan as well. And new corner Stephon Gilmore if the starters play. That's the only thing I see in the secondary worth watching. And, of course, kicker Brandon Aubrey, new kicker from the Birmingham Stallions. Already releasing Tristan Vizcaino was the Cowboys, so he should have that position locked up. The total for this game here, 37.5. I kind of like the over. Obviously, that depends on if the starters play. I don't know if either will, so I would lean over, but not really sure about that one. That one's at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Next game here, the Eagles at the Ravens. Ravens, 4.5-point favorites at home. Of course they would be favored. They haven't lost a preseason game since I don't know when. Since, maybe Obama was in at the White House. Who knows? But anyways, for Philly, Marcus Mariota, super hyped to watch him. Ian Book, Tanner McKee, the rookie out of Stanford as well. Really excited to watch all of those quarterbacks. The running backs, Swift and Penny, I don't know if the starters are playing for Philly. So if not, Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott will be your guys to start the game. Wideout wise, Olamide Zaccheaus, I'm hyped to watch him and USFL Championship MVP Deion Kane as well. And then you also have this guy down here, Joseph Ngata, out of Clemson, undrafted free agent, big body, 6'3", 217, could play a big role in this game. Tight end wise, I'm interested to watch Dan Arnold in this game. Really like to see him do well. The rookie guard Tyler Steen out of Alabama, I'm watching him, as well as returning to Philadelphia, Dennis Kelly after went to Tennessee and I think another place as well. But he'll be at tackle at some point in this game. On defense, the rookie Jalen Carter, his teammate drafted a year before him, Jordan Davis. Those are the two guys I'm watching at DT. Also have Kentavious Street, who came in this offseason. And linebacker-wise, Nicholas Morrow, Nakobe Dean. Excited to watch him. The two new guys, Miles Jack, Zach Cunningham. They also signed Christian Ellis. And the other rookie, Nolan Smith, out of Georgia as well. Hyped to watch him play behind Hassan Reddick. Even if the starters don't play, Nolan Smith should play a decent amount in this game. And in the secondary, it's the safeties, Terrell Edmonds, Reed Blankenship, Kayvon Wallace, the rookie Sidney Brown, and Justin Evans. Those five, I'm very excited to watch all of them. And then at the corner spot, you got newcomer Greedy Williams and the rookie Keely Ringo as well. So those are the two corners I'm watching here. Punter battle, Aaron Sipos versus Kansas State rookie Ty Zentner. So I'm hoping Zentner can win that job. I was not impressed with Sipos last year. Thought they should have kept Brett Kern in the Super Bowl. Decided to go with him coming off IR. What did he do? He gave up a friggin' a line drive punt that set up a Chiefs touchdown. So just saying, I would love to see the rookie win that job. For the Ravens, don't think we're going to see any of the starters for them. But if we do, Rashad Bateman, Odell Beckham Jr., Zay Flowers, those guys, definitely want to watch them, as well as Nelson Aguilar, Laquan Treadwell, Dante Demas, the rookie out of Maryland, undrafted. The quarterbacks, though, behind Lamar, Tyler Huntley, Josh Johnson, Anthony Brown, all similar skill sets. Isaiah Likely should have some people are saying he's going to have a breakout campaign this year. How about the rookie, Mali Sela Amave Laulu, or as some people, as he's nicknamed Sala, out of Oregon, the 6th rounder, 199, the Tom Brady pick, 199th overall, slotted in as the starting left guard right now. So there you go. But definitely watching other guys on the offensive line, Daniel Fa'alele, Patrick McCarry, Ben Cleveland as well. Defensively, it's the pass rush for me. Odafe Owe, Tyus Bowser, David Ojabo, second-year guy out of Michigan there. Those are the guys I'm watching. At outside linebacker, in the secondary. Rock Yassin comes over. He's going to have to fight Demarion Williams, Jalen Armour Davis, Daryl Worley, Kevon Seymour, Q Blue Kelly as well for the corner spot there, and no competition on special teams for Baltimore. Total is 36 and a half, 36 in this game. I don't think this is going to be a high scoring affair, so I'm going with the under in that one. For me, that's 7 p.m. NFL Network tomorrow night. Let's go to the LA Bowl. Chargers at the Rams, technically, even though they share the same building. Rams favored by 3. So for Chargers, I don't think the starters are playing for the Chargers, so should see Easton Stick and rookie Max Duggan a bunch. Running back wise, I'm not seeing much there. Rookie wideout Quentin Johnston out of TCU, just like Duggan, and his TCU teammate as well, Darius Davis. Those are the two wideouts I'm looking at. Offensive line wise, I don't think I'm seeing anything right now. Defensively, definitely Sebastian Joseph Day. Re-signing him was great. They got rookie Scott Matlock out of Boise State. Hyped to watch him. At the linebacker spots, Eric Kendricks comes in from Minnesota, so he's a new guy there. Tuli Tuipulotu, the rookie out of USC, second round pick. See how he plays in his debut. The other rookie there, Deion Henley, inside linebacker out of Washington State, should play well in this one. And then in the secondary, looking at second-year guy Jasir Taylor out of Wake Forest. He's trying to grab a job, as is some of these other guys as well. Michael Davis, Michael Jacquet, Deion Leonard. And the kicker battle heating up for the Chargers. Dustin Hopkins, Cameron Dicker in this game should be fun to watch. For the other LA team, the Rams, I think they are playing their starters, but I'm not sure exactly. No, McVay never plays his starters. So should be Brett Rippon, the rookie out of Georgia, Stetson Bennett, and Dresser Wynn at quarterback in this game. And Royce Freeman should get some work. Zach Evans, second-year guy at Ole Miss. Kyron Williams possibly playing as well. Newcomer DeMarcus Robinson from the Chiefs. See how he plays. Tutu Atwell, Puka Nacua, the rookie out of BYU. Excited to watch him, fifth rounder there. Lance McCutcheon, a guy that had a great preseason last year. Montana State guy in his second season in the league. See if he can have another great preseason. Hunter Long, a tight end that they got from the Jalen Ramsey trade, he is out currently. But the rookie Davis Allen out of Clemson, excited to watch him play. Fifth rounder there. Offensive line, big year for them. Steve Avila, the rookie out of TCU, he needs to have a good preseason to catapult into the regular season. Coleman Shelton at the other guard spot. Joe Noteboom at left tackle. Alaric Jackson. Warren McClendon, the rookie out of Georgia. Those are two guys that could push for some spots at the tackle position. Then you also have second-year guy Logan Bruss out of Wisconsin at guard as well. Defensively, the rookie Kobe Turner out of Wake Forest, looking for him in this game. Also, another rookie, Deswan Johnson out of Toledo. He was Mr. Irrelevant this year, so see what he can do. Another rookie, Byron Young, looks like he is out currently, though. You got a lot of guys looking to make some hay. Ryan Smenda out of Wake Forest, undrafted free agent, could play a lot in this one. Nick Hampton out of App State, fifth rounder there. The Rams had like 10 million fifth-round picks this year. So Michael Hope, though, is one of the starting outside linebacker spots there. I like Nick Hampton, though. So we'll see. Russ Yeast is slotted in as the starting free safety. John Johnson III, though, should get a crack at him, as will Quindell Johnson, the rookie Jason Taylor out of Oklahoma State as well. They signed Akello Witherspoon this offseason, so I think he should play well. Darian Kendrick, second-year guy out of Georgia, also in the mix there at corner. They got a lot to sort out on this defense. Does the Rams. And, of course, you're looking at, on special teams, the rookie Ethan Evans, a punter out of Wingate, seventh-round pick this year. We'll see how he plays. And kicker Tanner Brown as well, rookie out of Oklahoma State. Two rookies there at the kicking spots. Rams favored by 3. Total is 33. I like the under. It's really low. It's the lowest of the weekend, but I like the under in that game. I don't see a lot of offense from either side, especially the Rams. Total, that one's at 9 p.m. NFL Network tomorrow night. And we have 2 games on Sunday this week. The first one, Chiefs at the Saints in New Orleans. Saints favored by 2, and not going to see Patrick Mahomes in this game, but could possibly, I think, see some of the other guys. Isaiah Pacheco, Kadarius Toney, both dinged up, so maybe not those, but Marquez Valdes-Scantling, Sky Moore definitely should be playing in this one. Richie James, the rookie out of SMU, Rashee Rice, catching passes from guys like Blaine Gabbert, Shane Buechele, Chris Oladokun. Might be able to see Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Deneric Prince, the undrafted guy out of Tulsa at running back, getting high praise in camp this year. You also have second-year guy Justin Ross out of Clemson, who's apparently getting some hype. I like this guy, Nico Remigio, another Fresno State Bulldog there, rookie, undrafted free agent. Offensive line-wise, if Donovan Smith does play, him and Jawan Taylor at the tackles, that's what you're looking for there. You also got Lucas Niang to watch out for, Nick Allegretti at center, and Austin Reiter there as well. Wanya Morris, the rookie out of Oklahoma, should be playing a lot in this game. Defensively, Charles Omenihu, new addition this year. Keandre Coburn, the rookie out of Texas, sixth round pick, I should say. My bad. He should play a lot. First rounder, Felix Anudike Uzama, definitely getting some run in this one. And at the linebacker spots, you got new linebacker Drew Tranquil, second-year guy Leo Chenal as well. And then undrafted free agent Cam Jones out of Indiana at linebacker. So those are guys I'm watching there. And then in the secondary, not a lot of new faces, but how about Nick Jones, guy I loved coming out of Ball State this year at corner, should be fighting for the nickel spot. Khalif Hayalasi as well, undrafted out of Western Kentucky, should play well in this game. And nothing happening on special teams wise. For the Saints, I think they will play their starters because they need to get some reps in game. So Derek Carr, going to watch him. He also got Jameis Winston still backing him up. And then my guy, Jake Haener, rookie out of Fresno State. Super hyped to watch him. Taysom Hill there as well. New acquisition, Jamal Williams. The rookie, Kendre Miller out of TCU. Ultra excited to watch him. Rookie wide receiver, A.T. Perry out of Wake Forest. That's the guy I'm watching. And the new guy, Roughnecks wide receiver, Jontre Kirkland, coming in from the XFL. See how he does. Jawan Johnson, I hyped him up this offseason. But you also got newcomer Foster Moreau from the Raiders and Jimmy Graham coming back to town. See how he does. On the offensive line, looking at Storm Norton, Landon Young, Nick Sotoveri, the rookie out of Old Dominion there. And on defense, I think Nathan Shepard, Colin Saunders, the new DTs, Brian Breesy, guy I loved and fit to the Saints perfectly, I thought. Jack Heflin comes in also from the Houston Roughnecks in the XFL. Those are some DTs I'm looking at watching. Isaiah Foskey, the rookie out of Notre Dame at defensive end. Nico Lalos coming in from the XFL Seattle Sea Dragons. At linebacker, Anthony Orji, the rookie out of Vanderbilt, undrafted free agent. He should play well. And newcomer Jalen Smith as well, just signed, probably won't play though. And the secondary, you got Jonathan Abram, Jordan Howden, the rookie out of Minnesota, 5th round pick this year. You also have Lonnie Johnson, who's a new addition. 2nd-year guy, Alante Taylor. You got Isaac Yiadom in the mix as well. Ugo Amadi, Smoke Monday, the rookie 2nd-year guy out of Auburn, all in the mix in the secondary there. Kicker battle, Will Lutz, Blake Group. Punter battle, Luke Gillikin, Lou Headley there in New Orleans. And the final game of preseason. The total for that one, 37.5. I kind of am pushing the over on that one. I really like the quarterbacks and the offense for New Orleans. And I think there's some good things to be said for the Chiefs quarterbacks as well. So I would look at possibly pushing the over on that one. 1 p.m. NFL Network on Sunday. And the last game here of preseason, week 1. Let's talk about the 49ers at the Raiders. West Coast battle here. The Niners are favored by 4 points. Probably not going to be seeing Brock Purdy in this one, so we should see Trey Lance, Sam Darnold, Brandon Allen, your 3 quarterbacks for San Fran. Not sure about any of the other starters for the Niners, but Tyrion Davis-Price, 2nd-year guy out of LSU, should see him in this one for San Fran. Wideout-wise, 2nd-year guy Danny Gray out of SMU, Chris Conley there as well. Ronnie Bell, 2nd year out of Michigan. Rookie out of Michigan there. You also got Willie Snead in the mix. Rookie tight end Cameron Latu out of Alabama. Watch him in this one. You got rookie fullback Jack Coletto out of Oregon State in the mix here. On the offensive line, Spencer Burford at right guard. Colton McKivitz slides in at right tackle. You also got Matt Pryor, John Feliciano in the mix at O-line. Defensively, I'm looking at Drake Jackson, the second-year guy out of USC, second rounder last year. See how Javon Hargrave does in his new digs. You also have Clellan Ferrell coming over from Las Vegas. So he gets to face his former teammates there. Taco Charlton, new guy as well. At the linebacker spots, Robert Beal coming in from Georgia, 5th-round pick there. Excited to watch him. You have Curtis Robinson, 3rd-year guy out of Stanford. Rookie D. Winters out of TCU. Another rookie here, I believe, if ESPN would want to load. Jalen Graham, 7th rounder out of Purdue there. So a lot of, and of course, Chiava Tizzino, the Pittsburgh Maulers USFL linebacker as well. A lot of competition for the backup linebacker spots. And in the secondary, looking at Diamador Lenore, Isaiah Oliver, a newcomer there, and some other guys. Kicker battle, the 5th-rounder Jake Moody, rookie out of Michigan, and Zane Gonzalez, they traded Carolina for. So we'll see which guy has the better night there. And finally, for the Raiders here, not going to see Jimmy G, I would assume. So it should be Brian Hoyer, rookie out of Purdue, Aiden O'Connell, and Chase Garbers. Really excited to see Zamir White in year 2, see what he can do. At the wide receiver spots, Jacoby Myers, if he plays, DeAndre Carter. They also have the 6th-round rookie Trey Tucker out of Cincinnati, or 3rd-rounder. 3rd-rounder Trey Tucker. Man, I'm getting these rounds screwed up. But, 3rd-rounder Trey Tucker out of Cincinnati has apparently been turning heads in camp. You have the newcomer Austin Hooper in free agency at tight end, and the rookie Michael Mayer. Also, Jacob Hollister just signed recently. On the O-line, looking at Jermaine Illuminor at right tackle, facing Brandon Parker for that job. Greg Van Roten, a newcomer there also. Thayer Munford out of Ohio State, the 2nd-year guy, 7th-rounder last year. Defensively, I'm looking at Chandler Jones, the rookie Tyree Wilson. Super hyped to see him. Jordan Willis as well. And the rookie Byron Young at defensive tackle out of Alabama. Linebacking-wise, Robert Spillane and Luke Masterton. See how they play. There's not a lot of great talent there for the Raiders at linebacker, but you do have undrafted rookie Drake Thomas out of NC State. I'm looking to watch him play a bunch. And in the secondary, Marcus Peters, Brandon Facyson, Duke Shelley, those are guys I'm watching, along with David Long Jr. And the rookie Jacorian Bennett and Chris Smith out of Georgia there. Bennett out of Alabama, but Chris Smith out of Georgia. Those are 2 guys in the secondary I'm really excited to watch. So total is 36.5 for that one. I am probably rolling with the under based off that Niners defense. So under 36.5, 4 p.m. on NFL Network on Sunday. So that is the show for today. Lengthy show, I know, talking about all these guys. But got to do it. Preseason week 1, got to tell y'all who I'm watching out for, who you should be watching out for your favorite team. Next week, we'll be back on Friday talking preseason week 2. We'll have all the game recaps from Thursday. I think there's a couple game recaps there. See what the preseason week 2 slate looks. Oh, there's just one game on Thursday next week. Browns at the Eagles. So we'll recap that one, and we'll also talk about all the preseason week 2 action on Friday through Sunday next week. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media at FAA Podcast on Instagram and X. FAA_bets on X as well. FAApodcast.com is our website. You can check us out here on Facebook, YouTube, and the X, as well as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, etc., and TikTok at Football Addicts Anon. Thank y'all for watching again, and we will see y'all back on Tuesday.